You can see the pot success rate there. Ronnie dropping below 90. That is the difference, and that is why Mark Selby leads by 2 frames. Yeah, the talk about the game of snooker dying. Just have a look around this Wembley arena. Absolutely fantastic crowd here. All very well behaved. But all getting involved whenever the players are producing the goods.
Yeah, well, there's been some terrific frames here. Not all about big breaks this game. A lot of tense frames. Played that nicely. Nicely on this red to the right corner.
3.
Black available into the opposite corner pocket.
Oh, that's got a heavy contact there. Okay, the red's gone in, but the white has pulled up a long way short of where it would have done without the kick. This is a tough black now.
Good recovery pot. And I think this red moved just past the black. He was unlucky there. Obviously, if it had had a nicer angle on the black, he could have gone right into the heart of that cluster and brought many reds into play. Just released one.
$12.
And now important. Easy enough yellow. Leave himself nicely on the red so he can get a good angle on the blue, you would think.
$14. 15.
The red at the back and to the right of the bunch might be available. In fact, it must be available the way he's left himself on the blue, because it's not the ideal angle to cannon into the pink, so it must go. And the way he's played it, he's overdone it. He wanted to be on it in such a way that he could pot it, open the reds.
20.
He can still do that, but it should have been a much easier pot. So key shot coming up here.
Yes, he doesn't want to be missing this one. Played it well.
21.
The black goes into the left corner, and although he's close to the side cushion, he only has to roll it in to be on the next red. I said Dennis only has to roll it in.
28.
Played a stun run through, and didn't he play that well? Striking down made the pot more difficult.
29.
As it so often happens, the mid-session interval can change
36.
things around. Mark Selby had bricks of 101, 89 and 114. So he didn't want the interval to come. He would have loved to have carried on. But this is a very good chance now to
44.
clinch this first frame after the mid-session interval and just be
45.
one behind. We could have an absolute classic on our hands here.
You see,
52.
52 ahead, still 83 available, so he needs 3 reds, 3 colours to make this frame safe. And
53.
It's a slight problem now. That's a little unlucky. He's just caught the red and he's left himself hampered on this black. This is tricky.
It was tricky, as you said, John.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 53.
And he wrapped the table there with his knuckles, but he got a little bit of side on that, which you can easily do when you're bridging over a ball like that.
And I think that's what Ronnie's thinking at the moment. Every little rub of the green is going against him at the moment. He rolled the red in. You couldn't believe you could kiss the red and leave yourself hampered like that. If he could have got his hand flat on the table, surely he'd have won the frame. But a chance now for Mark to get right back in it. Wouldn't envisage him winning the frame at this visit. It'll just be a case of trying to reduce the points.
One. Yep.
Just looking at the angle, he's got to really screw back past those two reds to leave the two reds to the right. Well, what sort of angle has he got on this? Yeah, if he screws back, well, even if he was to catch the reds, he'd still finish on the other two.
Well, there's value here when he plays this red to the right corner to play a cannon on the red that's just near the right middle here, because he needs these reds into open play if he's going to try and make this a frame-winning contribution. Played the cannon nicely. So that's one of the awkward reds in play.
Selby, 9.
An unexpected miss from Mark Selby. And well, the tension is really getting to both players here, you would have to feel. This is such an important frame. Ronnie to just get to be one frame behind. Mark Selby to open up a 3-frame advantage. This was pretty straightforward.
Quiet now, please. Let him concentrate. Be quiet.
Yeah. Quiet on the shots, good. You don't mind the noise in between shots.
1.
Good solid pot, perfect on the black, and the black is all that's required. Didn't win it in
8.
one visit, but boy, he'll be glad to get this frame on the scoreboard.
9.
Quick glance around
16.
at the scoreboard. I don't think Mark will bother coming back to the table, even if Ronnie misses this very difficult red.
16 and a frame.
Mark Selby signals to Jan Verhaas. He had a chance to get back into it. He didn't take it. That was such an important frame for Ronnie O'Sullivan, and that early break of 53 takes him just one behind at 7-6. Well, John, that was such an important frame for Ronnie to win, to come out after the mid-session interval after being dominated for 3 or 4 frames, and didn't he make a good job of it? I mean, this shot here was superb. He went a bit further than he intended, but wasn't this a terrific shot?
Yes, and it was a type of shot that you've got it in the back of your mind. If you miss it, you could be losing the frame, but in it went. And as I say, just the rub of the green, I've felt that wasn't running Ronnie's way, but of course that's snooker. And then of course he played this, looked certain to be on the black, just nudged that red, left it awkward and caused him to miss the black, but the mistake wasn't costly.